Welcome back, Frenzy faithful. The Grand Junction Tigers were looking to pick up their first win of the season in the last week of the season. Let's get right out to Stoker and see how they did. Gateway would win the toss and defer, giving GJ the ball first. At the helm for Gateway this year is former Northern Colorado football head coach Ernest Collins. Tigers' first possession now. We're going to get the orbit motion toss to Dominic Carter. Carter looks to have some room to work here, but is snuffed out with a bang. Gateway would force a Tigers punt. First possession for the Olympians now, going for it on fourth down. We get a QB sprint, and he delivers to the flats, but Peyton Brock is all over it. Turnover on downs. The Tigers' drive would stall, though, and be forced to punt. But after a high snap, Uzziah Chavez looks to pick up the first on the ground. He would be stopped short, though, and Gateway takes the ball in plus territory. Chavez would have his revenge, though. He's going to come through the line of scrimmage untouched, making a beeline for the scrambling quarterback. He'd get there and force the fumble that Logan Siegfried would recover. That momentum shift would be just what the Tigers needed. Here, Isaiah Biochik takes the end around and weaves his way through traffic for a big gain. On the very next play, the Tigers are going to get into the end zone finally. Peyton Brock is going to come in at QB, the former QB. We're going to get him on an option. He pulls this and goes ahead in for the score. He'd make a defender miss, but he extends and gives the Tigers the 7-0 lead late in the first quarter. They'd extend that lead by 2 on the defensive end when Gateway mishandles the snap, leading to a safety. Tigers up 9-0 now, and they're hitting on all cylinders, folks. It was great to see the Tigers just up and excited like that. Ensuing possession, though, we get a trap play to Brock. He put the defender on skates before opening up the stride and winning a sprint to pay dirt. I can guarantee that move he put on the safety will earn him a sticker on Monday. The Tigers would fail the extra point conversion, but take a 15-0 lead into the second quarter. Early second quarter now, GJ Ball. They go back to what's working. What's working is getting the ball in Peyton Brock's hands. He's going to put a defender in the ground with his stiff arm, and GJ just killing it. They're up. Peyton Brock, he's going to find Braden Prettyman on a pass here, showing the versatility, showing that he did used to play quarterback. And GJ, they're going to get into the end zone here. Biochik finds Tanner Rohrig. Tigers up 22-0, and that's all they would do. Let's get to that full screen and check in on the final score. GJ would go on to win 56-12, but hey, they're not the only winless team that was looking for a win. Jocelyn, how did Olathe do tonight?
Well, this is the only last opportunity for Olathe to get a win on their season. Let's get right to the highlights. The Cardinals choose to receive first, but Olathe says, "No, we want it." They go for the onside kick right at the start, and that choice pays off immediately. Trenton Fletcher coming up with it. The Pirates ball in Cardinals territory. Olathe able to move the ball a few yards, but it's hard to get past Derek Medina. He just lays out the Pirates QB, forcing 2nd and 11, but that Grand Valley defense doesn't stop there. On 3rd and 7, QB runs out of the pocket right here, going for the pass, but Emilio Garcia swoops in for the pick, and he gets going. Quick on his feet, Garcia puts the Cardinals deep into the Pirates' territory, just outside the 20. With sights on the end zone now, Caden Sheets gets his hands on the ball, runs outside, and nobody is stopping him now. He runs in, ending Grand Valley's first possession with a touchdown. Cardinals up 7-0. And they actually would go on to win the game with a final score of 42-6. Pretty good game for the Cardinals, guys.
Pretty good game indeed. Hey, let's check in on some other games that are going on right now. Well, finished up. Central Warriors, they fall short in their last game of the season to Loveland, 56-14. Up next, we've got an update on the Palisade Bulldogs getting that 28-14 win. Guys, Friday night frenzy has come to an end, at least for the regular season. Are we okay with that?
A little sad.
I'm kind of sad.
I'm pretty sad myself.
I'm glad the Tigers went out on a
Very
dub.
sad fan.
There's always the World Series.
There's always the World Series. Log Peterson. Hey, Montrose, though, undefeated. Delta, talk about it in North Fork. They look like they're going to be playoff teams, so it should be a fun playoff season,
I'm thinking Montrose is the favorite in 4A.
Absolutely. Hey, that's all the time we have for sports. For everybody here, I'm Mike Kretz. We'll see you then.